Hi, Coach. So it's the first time you guys have been shut out all year. What just didn't go right for you guys tonight?
It was an interesting game. I thought the first 3 or 4 minutes, we looked like ourselves. We were doing the things we wanted to do. And then they scored that power play goal, and we seemed to drop in our energy level. It was odd. And sometimes you don't want a period to end because you're playing so well, and sometimes you can't wait for a period to end because you need to regroup. And we came back in and we regrouped, and I really thought it was a hard competitive game, and we hit the post. We had some chances. We didn't shoot enough, in our opinion. But in the end, hats off to their young goaltender. Gets a shutout, and they play hard and find a couple of power play goals.
Go ahead, Elaine.
So speaking of that, like power play goal and the PK, can you kind of tell us how you feel the PK played tonight? There were a few great breakaways for sure from some of the guys.
I think that if Voges is kind of in charge of that, and I think the verbiage he used, there was holes in our PK tonight, and that was something that concerned him. So as he has done before, I know he'll look at that, and he takes great pride in that, and we'll revisit that the next couple of days before we play them again.
Andrew, back to you.
So we've talked about the power play extensively this year, and you kind of talked about Saturday that it didn't look and generate as many chances, and tonight was another night it didn't look like it has all year. And you've talked about the list a lot. Can you kind of talk about what just hasn't been going right these past 2 games?
Well, in my mind, some of that is personnel, the chemistry between personnel. We had to make some changes on our power play, new people coming in, not really having much time to get together with it. And to me, that was part of it, that the chemistry on the ice wasn't what we've seen most of the year. It's interesting when you have a lineup or you have power play units that are clicking. And I think for most of the year, we have Mr. Luca with Secura and Myers, and they've been pretty magic for us. And with Luca being out now, and we're trying to fill that hole with somebody we think will complement those guys, and we didn't have that tonight. So that's something that we have to tweak before we play this group again on Friday.
Elaine, back to you. We'll have time for one more.
And then if you could kind of talk about that second line of Engel, Dunn, and Foodie. They actually were pretty loud tonight in the sense of, like, they were very noticeable. They were sitting in the crease. They were very active.
They had some of our best chances for sure, Lane. And again, sometimes it's a timely goal. If young Mr. Engel hadn't ringed it off the post, if it had hit the post and gone in, boy, that's a big moment in the game, because then the energy changes. But we didn't get that first goal that would have been that energy changer for us, and as a result, we seemed like we were biking into the wind all night.
Great. Anything else, guys?
Yeah, sorry, just one more.
Yep.
So coming into these final 2 games, it is against them, and the first place is still kind of on the line. Are you guys really focused on that? Are you focused on finishing strong?
Well, I think if we focus on the process, Elaine, of finishing strong, the rest will take care of itself. So that'll be our focus.